And I agree with Dawn that this, we have to be careful about what we change because it's lived for a long time. It's going to live a long time after all of us. I would also like to point out in terms of the unaffiliates, no unaffiliates did step up to volunteer to be part of your committee. So I think that there's some data in that, or some information in that data. I agree with what Helen said about the importance of history and understanding what changes have been made and why over time. Like when we formed a police commission, when we no longer had the resident state troopers, we had to amend the charter to have a police commission. But I think that it's also important to understand, since the charter was amended, how the state statutes may have changed and where, when the charter is silent on something, the state statute prevails. And in terms of talking about examples, there is a section in the Board of Ed that actually relates to party affiliation and mentions how many people from each party can be on it. So you have to look at whether we were to do away with party affiliations, how that would work. But it also says that depending upon whether 4 people are running or to be elected, or 4 people are going to be elected, or 3 people are going to be elected, you either get half the votes, 2, or 2 votes if 3 are to be elected. Our charter is silent on that, so when we have 4 people running for the Board of Ed, we don't get 4 votes. And there's a process where you can petition, but that's an example of where our charter is silent on something and therefore the state statutes obtain. So I think it's important to look at where we're silent and therefore what we default into under state statute.